para po siksikan tayo. We're still po, yung seats here in front. Yan, okay. Tapos tap the person beside you. Happy Sunday! Ayan. So, kamusta naman po yung mga sinabi niyong Happy Monday? Have you tried telling your co-workers, your friends, Happy Monday? What's the reaction? May mga na-receive ako message. Sabi, wala daw nangyari nung Happy Monday siya. Okay man, what's good in the Monday? Tama po, no? Ang galing. Well, so let's continue that. Ayan. So, everyday na ngayon, magtatanong na. So, gawin natin. Happy Tuesday, Happy Wednesday. Ayan. So, we're still in our series of putting Jesus first. So 2023 Jesus first and forever para pag tingnan tayo ng susunod na taon. Okay. Now, hanggang 2035. Is it working, Kuya Kel? Yan. Okay. Ay, sorry. Baka hindi naka-on. Yan. Yan. So, nandun tayo sa series ng, who among you here po, you have your bucket list? Meron po kayo see a hand of those who have a bucket list. Can I see a hand? Huwag na pong mahiya. Ito naman. Bucket list. Yan. Bucket list is something, it's a list, literal. Yan. It's a list of things you wanted to do, okay, before you die. Yan. It's a bucket list. It's inspired by and pinagtibay din. Who among you here po have watched the movie Bucket List? English. Bucket List. Morgan Freeman, the greatest actor, one of the greatest actor. Kung hindi po, hindi ko alam kung si YouTube, sikat ba naman kausap niya dun sa movie, no? So if you have time, watch that movie, The Bucket List, okay? So he listed down things that he wanted to do kasi he's terminally ill, and he listed down the things he wanted to do, and then sinaway niya yung utos ng doctor kung ano yung dapat gawin kasi nga mamamatay na siya. So ayan. Let me share a few of mine. Ayan. So ako po, nung napanood ko yung movie na yon, I started to do my bucket list. Arte lang, gaya-gaya, ganyan. So one of the top in my bucket list is visiting Israel. To walk where Jesus walked. Yan, mga ganyan. Yung mga malakaran ng Via Dolorosa. Yan, di ba? The way of the cross. Pero hindi ma-crucify doon sa sa Golgotha, hindi yan. So I wanted to see, kasi nakikita ko lang sa pictures, nung panahon namin, the Bible has yung mga pictures sa Bible, ganyan. So I wanted to go to Israel and see the Holy Land and yung places. Not just Jerusalem, but the whole Israel. So for now, YouTube muna tayo. And then the second one is to do a cruise where, meron kasing dati, ewan ko kung available pa ngayon, there is a cruise wherein you would walk the walks of Paul. So, yung parang missionary journey ni Paul, may cruise that would stop dun sa lahat ng pinuntahang lugar ni Paul as a missionary. Yan, sabi ko, gusto ko yun. Yan, the Greece, yung iba-iba. Tapos, another one is, sino po dito yung fan ng Lord of the Rings? Lord of the Rings. 1, 2, 3. Pati commentary, pinanood mo. Ayan. And so, yung namin doon, we were so fascinated with the Lord of the Rings movie, and yung trilogy, that as I watched that movie, after I watched that trilogy, I wanted to go to New Zealand. Kasi yung place ng hobbits, they made it into a tourist spot. Yan, you can, parang there's one place doon, yung parang bar nila, that is converted into a cafe and a restaurant. So, pwede ka mag-picture doon, ganyan. So, hopefully, si Gandalf. Tapos, and yung parang lake of fire or lake na tinravel nila Frodo, New Zealand din pala siya. Yan, sabi ko, gusto ko yun, gusto ko mapuntahan doon. And then, I had the student na, nag-for good na sila sa New Zealand and says, Ma'am, pag pumunta ka dito sa New Zealand, sagot ko lahat. Sabi ko, wala lang akong time. Sabi, ma'am, airfare lang, ako bahala sa iyo sa lahat. May bahay kami, ganyan. Sabi ko, wala tayong time ngayon eh. And then the other one is to do skydiving. Yan, kasi I'm not afraid of heights. Sino po dito yung medyo afraid of heights? Ayan, sorry for the paint of heart. So, yung mga ganyan. Gusto ko mag-skydiving, yan. Parang, yung mga galaw yung ganun mo, yan. Tapos, and then, some of it, one I could share, iba, personal. Another one is I want to do scuba diving. Ayan, kasi parang napakaganda to see different yung species ng fish, ganyan. Tapos, kaso, when I tried the solo travel sa Bohol, pumunta ako ng Panglao, and then Balikasag. So, yung plane ticket ko, 1,700, two-way na. Wow. Tapos, yung tinirahan ko, 1 to 3 araw na. Diba? Solo travel. Tapos, we went to Balikasag Island. Tapos, ano yung tawag doon? Hindi scuba yun eh. Snorkeling. Yan, we did snorkeling activity. So, yung mga bangkero, nakabantay lang sila. So, parang sabi ko, ay, ang cute naman. Binabantayan kami ng mga boatman. And then, we're doing snorkeling, ganyan. Sabi ko, ang saya-saya, yan, Nemo, ganyan. But then, may part pala doon na when you see, parang, very dark water. Yung parang pag ganun, huy, ang dilim. Tapos, doon ko na-realize na yung palang lula natin sa mga buildings, yung or sa mga mountains, pag tumingin kang ganun, di ba nalulula ka kasi ang taas? Same with underwater. So may mga, siyempre, andyan lang yung mga fish, corals, ganyan. Pero when you see a deep water, pag ganun mo, may lula din pala yun. Sabi ko lang, I was explaining it to my papa. Tapos sabi ko, may ganun pala do. And after that, I researched, yung palang nakita kong malalim na yon is the Bohol Strait. And it's one of the deepest in the Philippines. Sabi ko, napakalalim pala nito. Tapos may lula. Tapos sabi ko noon, mula noon, tinanggal ko na yung scuba diving sa bucket list ko. Parang yung napapanood mo watching too many movies, no? Yung parang feeling mo, pag gumanon ka sa dark water, parang biglang may lalabas doon na shark, mga di ba? Ayan, so sabi ko, ayoko na. Tanggalin na yan sa bucket list ko. Ayan, so just to share with you, yun yung bucket list. So everyone has it, or hindi possible that you haven't written it down. You don't have it, pero you have it in your mind and in your heart. Ay, gusto ko to, yung bago man lang ako mamatay, gusto ko naman to maranasan, ganyan. So, how is this related to what we are going to learn right now? Because obeying or trying to achieve your bucket list in life entails what? Anong kailangan para magawa mo yung mga bucket list mo sa buhay? Ano po? Time. So, hindi pa nakakaintindi, we usually have a joke na, di ba, sa Filipino, pera, di ba? Pero say, we don't have time. Ganyan. So, in order to do that, we have to spend money. Kaya lang, syempre, we have our priorities or probably like that. But as Christians, how is bucket list important to us? Anong relationship ng bucket list and as a Christian? As a Christian ba, are we supposed to have a bucket list? Okay. Let's learn. So because today we will learn about put Jesus first by honoring Him with our possessions. Can you read again with me? 1, 2, 3, go. Put Jesus first by honoring Him with our possessions. In possession. So honor Him. So let's read just the 2 verses. Nakabasa na natin to, but just read aloud. 1, 2, 3, go. Honor the Lord with our possessions and with the first fruits of the earth. Ay. Next. Yan. Okay. So sabi dyan sa Proverbs. So Proverbs, katulad ng pinag-aralan namin in the pastoral study, training, Proverbs, ang background ng Proverbs, it was a compilation of sayings, ganyan. But the whole book of Proverbs talks about wisdom. Tell the person beside you, wisdom. And ask them, do you have it? Wisdom means that you apply what you know, okay? Because what we know is called knowledge, okay? Sa Tagalog ay karunungan. Kasi kung may mga alam ka lang, matalino ka. Di ba? You are intelligent. But if you apply what you know, you are wise. So ask the person beside you, are you wise? Yan. Isa lang daw, why? Singular lang daw. So it talks about wisdom. So when you read the book of Proverbs, it will help you gain wisdom on how to live your life according to the standards of God. Okay? So naniniwala po kami. There's a saying that a proverb a day keeps the pastor away. Totoo po yun. Kasi when you read the proverb, you'll gain understanding. Hindi yung kada may problema ka, Pastor, ano nga ba ito? Kada may, Pastor, ano nga ba ito? Ayan, di ba? So, try niyo po yun. A proverb a day keeps the pastor away. Okay, ayan. But one area of wisdom we will learn this morning is that how are we going to honor God with our possessions? Wow, there's a great debate that as Christians, you're not supposed to be rich. Wow. Because the life that Jesus lived is that of poor and meekness. Wala pong umagri, tumahimik ang lahat. No, hindi sila sumasang-ayon. Ayaw. So, and there sabi nila, because it brings evil in this world. But the correct context of that is the love of money. Not the money itself. Okay? Okay, tell the person beside you, money is good, but you are bad. Di ba po? Nananahimik yung pera, walang ginagawa, dinadamay natin. Sino nagpasama doon sa pera? Oh, yan. So tell the person beside you again, money is good, but you are bad. Kasi di ba, that's why we go to church so that we will be reminded not to be bad. Di ba? Di ba? Ganun yun. So, and not only, kasi nga, there's a great debate, no? Pag Christian, no? Bawal yung mga money talks, ganyan, for the Lord. Di ba? We as Christians are called blessed because definitely the Word of God, the whole Bible is telling us that God only wants to bless us. Walang goal si Lord na if He is a good God, why will He give me bad things? No, again, di ba, to remind you, walang ibang goal si Lord for us is to be blessed. Kaya lang, may mga hindi binibigay si Lord sa atin dahil kanino din? Di ba? Sabi mo sa katabi mo, sa'yo. Ikaw din. Tapos replyan mo, ikaw din naman. Diba? So how do we honor the Lord with our possessions? Now, disclaimer lang po. What I will share with you is very personal to me. And kung magiging kayabangan lang po at magmumukhang pagyayabang lang po, ay itapon nyo na lang. Okay? So this is something very personal to me and it hopes that it will give glory to God. Okay? Now, how do we honor God with our possession? Una is that when we sacrifice our wealth. Can you say the word sacrifice? When we hear the word sacrifice, usually is that it entails about a parent doing all the things he needed for their children or yung grown-up adult would do for their parents, for their siblings. Diba ganon? Diba? Very rare do we have this idea of giving sacrifices to God. Tingnan po, nagkaroon ng katahimikan. Either, ayan, di ba? Bakit kaya? When we, sabi dun sa verse 9, honor the Lord with your possessions. Honor God with your possession. This also is a reference for giving tithes. Di ba? Alam naman po natin yan. Or for those who don't know. As Christians, we practice giving tithes. Ibig sabihin ng tithes is we give the 10th portion of whatever we receive. Okay? So, if you were given 10 shawarma, you give 1 to God. Siyempre, lalo na kung pong strawberry corner, akin na lang. Okay? With cheese. Okay? So, when we sacrifice our wealth. Not that, what do you mean by that? Do we give everything to God and wala nang ititira sa atin? No. Aside from giving our tithes, that's number 1. Should not be, non-negotiable na yan for Christians. Kasi it's a command from the Lord. At saka hindi naman very, si Lord, hindi naman unreasonable si Lord na parang, ano ba yan Lord, nag-bless ka nga, pinagpapabigay ka naman. Diba? Only 10%. Because what does giving tithes help us? Ano yung naituturo sa atin nun? It gives us to be aware of our blessings. At the same time, it helps us to be generous. It helps us to be generous or to be obedient. be obedient kay God, and generous. Kasi aware tayo, okay? So aside from tithes, I will not be talking only about giving tithes. Sagot na yung kanina. Thank you, Pas. But we're talking more about honoring God with our possessions, okay? Now, how do we honor God? When we sacrifice our wealth. When do we say it's a sacrifice? Yan, may sakit. Hindi mabilis bitawan. Kumbaga sa Pilipino, pikit mata. Oh. Sige na nga. It's a sacrifice. But we do it for the Lord. So, not just giving tithes, but honoring God when we sacrifice our wealth. Now, how do we honor God with our wealth? I don't know with you, but hopefully my sharing will help you. Let me show you, or let me share with you how I have honored God with my wealth in the past years. Okay? Una po is that I was blessed with a good paying job in the Philippines as a technical associate for projects. So, kumbaga, medyo nakaka-LL na tayo. Okay? So, medyo above minimum na tayo dun sa Pinas. So, that's why I was able to, what I did with what I received is that, so I give my tithes. By the way, just to share with you, I started giving my tithes when I was 13 years old. When I started out in my grade 7. Yan, or first year high school. Kasi I believe, di ba, sabi nila, why are you giving your tithes? Di ba, your parents are giving tithes already? Because in my mind, is that if my parents are not blessed enough, I have to earn money just to be able to have baon in school. Right? Because that's some of us did that, di ba? You wake up early in the morning, you either kung may tindahan kayo o maglako ka, everything, di ba? May ganun, meron po ba? Di ba? Nagtrabaho ka para may baon ka. So for me, I believe that my parents are blessed enough to give me baon or money for school. So I have to treat it as a blessing. So I also give tithes. So, okay. So yung mga ibang nagtatanong, pakailan mo ba? Hindi naman, sabi ko. Doon yung, I would explain it. Kasi kung hindi na-bless yung parents ko, di naglakuna din ako ng pandesal, nagbenta ako ng patis dun sa looban ng kabila, ganyan, or tumulong ako sa kusina somewhere. So, I treated it. Kaya nagtatights ako. So, ever since 13 years old ako, yun na, lahat na. Okay? Now, I think for the past 4 years, these are some of the summary of how I've honored God with my wealth. Una po, I've been to missions trip locally in Mindoro in the tribe of Mangyan, yung mga tribe of Mangyan, and also in Cambodia. So 4 times na po ako nakapunta doon. So this is me, yan, under a tree, literal. It's a village called Shra in Cambodia na yung may school doon that we were able to, yung organization was able to meet them, yung school head, and then we offered na magturo ng mga lessons. Tapos, ano sila, syempre, etong guy na to is our interpreter kasi nga, syempre, yung language nila is Kamay. So we have to tell the story in English and then itatranslate nila. So ang nakakatuwa dito is this village have never heard of Jesus. They have never heard. And the stories we shared is creation kasi nga meron silang ibang kwento on creation galing daw sa ahas, pinag-agawan yung ahas, tapos doon nagmula lahat. And then, we tell about the story of Jesus healing, mga healing stories in Jesus, and yung resurrection ni Jesus. So, for it's a 4-day missionary, balik kami ng balik dyan, and we would, para kami mga entertainers nila, we call ourselves the Buckets for Jesus, kasi inana namin yung song, kasi we also, aside from story, we also teach them musical instruments, ganyan, to reach out. And we also give, like for me, yung assignment ko is chinelas for them. So, I was able to, and this one is not sponsored. Okay? I was invited. I'm the only Asian person here. I was invited, but I have to raise my own fund. So, from my salary, from some friends who gave me, so I was able to go there. Okay? Another one is po, hindi po ako nagyayabang, but 2019, I took out a car loan. Yan. Ito yung talagang by faith. Kasi early 2019, si mama ko had a heat exhaustion kasi nasira yung aircon nung L3 namin. Tapos muntik ma-heat stroke si mama. And during that time, medyo G na G pa kami. Yan, kasi may mga circumstances ganyan. Tapos, so sabi ko, kaya naman nung sweldo ko, I would take out a car loan. So mahirap kumuha ng car loan sa Pilipinas kasi in terms of yung, 'di ba, verifying your salary, ganyan. Sabi ko, and blessed enough na abutan namin yung wala pang 20,000 yung deposit. May promo, May of 2019. So, ang galing din nung ahente namin, I was able to get approval and then yung bank. So, dahil nga dalawa yung bank, I have a personal account and then meron kaming salary account. Tapos nakatulong kasi check yung sweldo namin, so hindi na-trace. So, yung talaga. So, I was approved, nakuha ko siya. Tapos, ito yung talagang literal by faith. Kasi, doon sa sweldo ko, 50% ng sweldo ko ang mapupunta dito sa car loan na to. Para sa magulang, para sa nanay ko na muntik mamatay dahil sa init ng sasakyan. So sabi ko, hindi, kaya ito. Kasi nga, wala naman ako binabayarang bahay sa Pinas. I have my own maliit na kubo, ganyan. So, sabi ko nga sa inyo, we as Christians, we have to give our 10% to God. And we live off the 90%. But let me show you, ito po yung mga 90% ko. So, kung magaling kayo sa math, so I'm giving my tithes, hindi lang po 10. I was giving my offering also. Kasi nga, when you give your tithes, binabalik mo lang kay Lord, you're just obeying God. But when you give love offering, that's how generous you are. Okay? So, aside from, I took out a loan, it's a 5-year car loan. So, praise God, less than a year. Next June, bayad na siya. And then, what else? I also give for the feeding program ng church. So, andun yan. Kasi nga, bakit ko ito ginagawa? Nagtatayt naman ako, but I still believe that if my parents wasn't blessed or were not blessed enough, I will be part of these kids who are hungry and waiting for lugaw or rice porridge. So, I give to the feeding. So, yung 10% kong tithes, meron pa yun para sa feeding every month. And then, another one is that I also, ano yung mga possession? Kapag natuturo ako ng mga growth groups or yung life groups ng mga bata, I use all my gadgets. Di ba? Pag nasa-storytelling ako with an iPad. Tapos, yung mga prizes ko talagang, yung ma-assign sa aking group, napaka-bless. Kasi isang buong bag yung prizes na dinadala ko. Nag-aagawan kung sino tuturuan ni Ate Ruth. Ganyan. And then, so, not just, I bring my own gadget, I buy my own prizes for the kids sa tinuturuan ko. And then, another one is that during the program po ng Look After the Orphans ng church namin sa Pinas is that naging kami to adopt or to be a sponsor for a kid. So one thing I did is that to hide the identity ng bata is I became a sponsor to a child, to a young girl na para makatapos siya ng grade 2. So 2 years na was her sponsor. Not just, kasi may program, so may amount na kailangang mabigay doon sa learning center para magtuloy-tuloy. Kasi ito yung time that yung COVID and module. Diba? So, this girl doesn't have, she's living with a lola, grandmother. Tapos, yung nanay, iniwan lang sila. Hindi na mahanap. And then, yung dad tries to, make ends meet para lang makapag-aral. So, walang magtuturo sa kanya, wala din mag-provide. So, included dyan, pag kailangan t-shirt, ayan, sige, bili. Parang I became a nanay or a mother to her. Tapos, pag kailangan sapatos, may presentation sa church, may kailangan sige, bili natin yan. And then, also included that, syempre, pag may mga budget din naman, sinasama natin kumain. And this picture, it may look like a regular picture with Jollibee, but as a 10-year-old kid, this is her first time to see Jollibee. And first time to eat at Jollibee during this time. So, it was we have to buy something in the mall. Tapos sabi ko, sige, sama natin si ganyan. Tapos sabi na. So, kaya pinicturean ko, remembrance, okay? And then, what else? So, syempre, I was giving my tithes, my love offering. I'm also giving sa feeding. Nagsusponsor ako ng bata sa program ng church. So, yung may mga natitira pa, and mind you, the 50% in the car loan, Pero yung mga remaining dyan, syempre, may kain tayo. Yan, yan. So pag may birthday, yan, sama, kain. Tapos, pag may mga, alam mo yon, may mga special na gathering, sige, kahit hindi nila afford, sige, sama natin, libre natin, ganyan. Tapos, pag mga biglaang meeting, bigla kami, or mag-uusap-usap, syempre may kape, diba? Coffee is life, diba? Yan, so, kahit hindi afford, 50 pesos lang pera, sige, dadagdagan natin, let's go, ganyan. Tapos, saan nakasakay? Doon sa kotse. Diba? So, yun yung nangyayari. Tapos, so, yung car, hindi lang din naging sa family namin. Pero kahit sino mag-birthday, ayan, COVID. Sino pa nakaranas yung COVID, bawal mag-dine-in, sa kotse kumain. Tapos, ito yung time na iginala naman namin, nabigyan ng regalo si Romlin for a staycation. Tapos, yan, so sinama ko, tapos sinamang magsundo sa amin yung mga orphans. So, first time nila nakakita ng swimming pool at saka hotel. Yan, in Tagaytay. Ayan, so yan yung ano nila. Tapos, syempre, kapag may mga special occasion o not so special occasion, yan, pagkagaling church o pagkatapos ng training, kain, tapos yan. Mga, hindi naman so extravagant. Pero this one is in Okada. Yabang ko lang. Ito nga pala sa Okada. Nakarating na kami ng Okada, Manila. One of the most expensive hotel in the Philippines. Pero saan kami kumain? Jollibee. Makapunta lang, di ba? Oo, di ba? Sana naman nakasakay sa kotse, di ba? Tapos, also what I do, so I'm also teaching them, training them. So yung napag-aralan ko sa Bible School, tinuturo ko sa kanila. So when we have our training sessions, sagot ko pa yung kape. Ate Ruth, pakape ko naman dyan. Sige, kunin yung kape sa kubo ko. Ate Ruth, walang creamer. Sige, kunin yung creamer. Tapos, pagkatapos mag-training, kapag nagutom, kain pa din. At least may diba, ganyan. So, hindi siya, that's how my financials is for the past 5 years. Kasi doon lang naman medyo lumaki. Kasabay, so kung may if you are good in math, so alam niyo na pong i-calculate, ano kaya natitira sa akin? Diba? Ako pa po nagbabayad ng sarili kong kuryente at tubig doon sa aking maliit na kubo. But, it's how I honor God. Kasi nga, para sa akin is that, kung isa kang Kristiyano, dapat di ka madamot. Ulitin ko po. Pag Kristiyano ka na, when you're a Christian, when you say you believe in Jesus Christ, and you give your life to the Lord, you're not stingy. You're not supposed to be stingy. Pwede kang kuripot in terms of being wise in what you buy, 'di ba? Dito ko natutunan 'yan. Kapag iba yung mas mura sa Lazada, mahal sa New Era. Yan, wag, iba. Iba yung mas mura sa Metro Manila supermarket. Iba yung mas mura sa West Zone. Okay, 'di ba? Dapat wise. Pero as Christian, hindi tayo dapat madamot. Because we should honor should honor God with our possessions. Now, sige, Ate Ruth, gets na namin. So in one way or another, is pwede din yan. I want to share with you that honoring God with our possession does not limit to giving our tithes or the 10% of what we receive. Kasi daming Kristiyano, masyadong pa-holy. I give my tithes. I'm so holy. Pero, in between the weekdays, hindi mo maramdaman. Diba? Tapos sabihin pa, grabe naman, tatights na ako. Yun na yun. Diba? But it's not. Our tithes is our obedience to God. Our offerings and what we give to charitable causes, especially the ones reaching out to the younger generation, it's a proof of how generous we are. Diba? Tithes is just our obedience. So kung di ka pa nagtatights, ano ka pa? Diba? But we honor God with in a way na parang, ibig sabihin natin, Ruth, wala na kaming, hindi na kami magsisave. No, I'm not saying that. I am blessed enough not to be forced to save. Yan. Wala po akong savings ever since. Kasi nga, yung parang, kami, we have may mga napundar yung parents namin that in case of emergency. Pero I don't have, I don't have a savings growing up. Kasi, mas pinipili ko yung vocation na gusto ko, not for the money. I'm not saying masama na may savings, Or dapat hindi, wala pong sinasabi dyan, ha? Baka bigla kayo mag-withdraw lahat, bigyan niyo sa akin. Wag. Mali po yun. Kulto yan. Oo, wag po yan, ha? Ganun ang mga kulto eh. Wala, masama ang pera. Withdraw niyo lahat ng pera niyo, bigyan niyo sa akin. Mali po yun. That's a very wrong teaching, ha? I'm just saying that having savings should not be our top priority. Diba? We should honor God with our possessions. Kung ano yung meron tayo. Let's say wala tayong pera pero magaling tayo magluto in everything that we have, or meron tayong sasakyan, meron tayong lupa, meron tayong extra space. We give what we can. Yung bago pa yung sapa. Lord, bago pa to kapipili ko lang. Nakita mo kasaiz mo yung paa. Lord, ay. Lord, nakapaa, walang tsinelas. Magsa-Starbucks sana ako ngayon. O sige, bilhin tsinelas. We honor God because, why? Kasi when we share what we have, definitely those receiving the blessings that we had will honor God. Amen. Parang, uy, bakit meron yung bigay sa akin yung Ate Ruth to be? Wow, bakit? Mapagbigay yung pamilya nila, ganito, ganyan. Okay? Next one. How do we honor God with our possession? When we offer the first and best of material things. Can we read it again? 1, 2, 3, go. When we... Habang umiinom po ako, sabihin nyo nga po yung word na first and best. First and best. Ngayon, paano po yan? Quick example po, pag maglalagay po tayo ng tithes and offering natin sa bar, huwag naman yung pinakapangit ng dirhams yung lagay mo. Yung kusot na talaga, no? Ito para kay Lord. Diba naman po, no? Doon yun lang po yun sa null. Yun ang gusto ng null eh. Ayaw ng null ng bago. Yeah. But kidding aside, when we think about God and honoring God with our possession, when we receive something, when we say it's the first thing we do is separate what is for God. We don't do, I have a blessing. Ito yung listahan ko. Woo. Tapos sa dulo, ay, wala na tira kay Lord. Lord, ano na lang, 5 dirhams. Okay naman yan, di ba? And the best material things, di ba? I'm not saying na, Lord, pakibigay niyo na po kay Lord lahat ng flat niyo. Hindi po. When we say material things is that, ngayon dito kasi, hindi naman tayo pwedeng ganyan. Pero in some church setting, pwede yun eh. Parang you give to church, yung mga yung mga pwedeng kailangan, or kailangan ng ibang kids, ng ministry. Nakaka-bless yung may mga kaibigan kami that would give the best school supplies. Yung tipong mga mahal sa National Bookstore. Yan, di ba? Would go to our church and would just bring a lot of good materials. Kasi sabi ko, bakit? Wala, we are led by the Lord to bless you. Tapos they wanted to honor God. Ngayon, ang sinasabi din kasi dyan na, pag sinabing first and best, is that, andun din yung willingness of the heart. Inuna natin si Lord. When we receive any blessing, we prioritize what is for God. Tapos, it's also na a matter of, yung heart matter siya eh, na willing kang mag-submit, Lord, no matter how big or small is this offering, or what I've give you, this is my first, and this is the best that I could give. You don't say kapag nagbigay ka kay Lord, pwede na yan, sa church naman eh. But when we want to impress our boss, our manager, the owner of the company, we give the best, no? Boss, para sa'yo. But for God, parang sabi ni Lord, kailan kaya ako magiging priority? Diba? Hindi. So, another, aside from our possessions, so not just the money, but we all have, this is what I've realized in staying here in Dubai, is that time is a commodity. Sobrang yaman nyo na kasing lahat, na parang pabinigyan kayo ng 20 dirhams, ano to? 3 shawarma. But when you give people time here, they value it so much. Yun yung na-realize ko dito eh. Kasi nga, we're all driven to work. And then, very rare do people give time. Kasi pagod ka na eh. So, there is something you call the present of presence. Ang other term is the gift of time. God has given us time. We don't have to hide. Wala naman akong possession eh. Wala akong kayang ibigay. But we have a special commodity in us that is time. A present or a gift. and being present at the moment with someone to talk to share life with, just to drink coffee with, to eat with, is called presence. So what we have is that we can have the present of presence. We may have limited resources, hindi pa ganun kalaki yung sweldo, but we have time. We have the present of presence. We have this gift from God. God has given us this time. Precious time. Diba? Usually, pag pagod na kasi, people would always say, I'm busy, I don't have the time. The question is, bakit wala tayong time? Why don't we have the time? It's because we put time where we wanted to. Diba? Bakit sinasabi natin wala tayong time? To minister to people, to talk to people. Kasi, syempre, priority natin magtrabaho eh. Diba, no? Pag napuyat, ang hirap mag-focus sa trabaho, mali-mali yung spelling sa email, o kaya mali yung listahang nakuha. Diba? It affects our work, and we don't want that. Kasi baka may apektuhan yung time. Pero, when someone is going through something in their life, may pinagdadaanan, gusto ng kausap, we can honor God by giving our time. Diba? We can honor God. Kasi bakit? If that someone is thankful to you because you had the time, ang masasabi natin, because the Lord led me. O kinausap ako ni Lord, or the Lord has led me to give time to you. Kasi minsan yung iba, puro possession lang binibigay. Wala namang time. Yung iba, puro time, ayaw naman galawin yung possession. Pero, we should find the balance. What I'm saying here, we should find the balance. Sabi nga ni Pastor Ed Lapis, a little bit of everything. May little savings ka sa Dubai, may pambayad ng flat, dewa, sewa, diba? Meron kang pamasahe, may pambili ng grocery. Yung matitira, you spend it for to replenish your soul. Hindi naman yung yung self mo, parang tipid na tipid ka sa sarili mo just to, magpadala lang sa Pinas o magpadala sa mga kamag-anak, gugutumin mo yung sarili mo, hindi. O kaya yung hindi ka na magpapahinga dahil lang para lang maipadala mo lahat ng ipapadala mo. No. So, ang sinasabi natin, you have to find balance. Even in time, God blessed us with time. So, you don't allot all of the time you have just for work. Hindi dinisenyo ni Lord yung 24 hours just for work and work-related matters. God designed it for ourselves, para magpahinga, para magtrabaho, para sa pamilya, para sa kaibigan, and para din i-honor siya. Kasi bakit? When we give time, mapapansin nyo, madami ding time na binibigay si Lord. As a quick example, usually I would be talking to a lot of people here, may mga nagpapakount,